everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. It's Jody here and I'm doing kitchen yoga today. I sometimes am pressed for time and I don't have time to go change my clothes, get all set for yoga and do a half hour, 45, even an hour practice. So I squeeze it in whenever I can, and usually where I squeeze it in is my kitchen. So I want to show you some things that you can do in the kitchen. I'll do a full sequence or practice, and you can just divide it up. Sometimes you could do one pose and then go boil some water or put some vegetables in the oven and come back and do another pose. Just feels good to stretch yourself out during the day, even if you can't get a full practice in. So we're going to start like always, and let's find our mountain pose. So your feet are about hip distance apart. I took my shoes off so I can feel the floor, so I can spread my toes wide, put them down. And I love to feel the four corners of my feet and ground into the floor. And then I'm lining up my hips over my ankles, shoulders over my hips, crown of the head, reaching towards the ceiling. Allow your arms to hang from the shoulders, and all the energy looks like it's flowing out your fingers as you relax through your arms. And let's do some nice deep breathing. So I consider it yoga whenever I'm doing slow breathing and I decide to focus my mind 100% on the present moment, on the things, the senses, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, what I'm smelling. As long as I'm doing that, I call it yoga. Sometimes I'm moving a lot and sometimes I'm not. Okay, a couple more breaths like this. And then let's bring the hands to your heart. And we'll start with a nice big reach. Inhaling up, exhaling back to your heart. We'll do that a few times. Really open up your chest and your lungs. And one more. Now let's open up the arms, bring them up high, interlace your fingers, maybe have the index fingers pointing to the ceiling. And we inhale, stretch, see if you can press your shoulders down a little bit. And we'll do a side bend. Pick a side and bend. And then inhale, come back up, stretch again, shoulders down. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up, stretch tall, release your hands, come down all the way to your side, and then turn and face your counter. So, kitchen counter. If you don't have a convenient counter, you can use a table, or you could use the back of a chair. Hold on to the back of a chair. So it is important that you have room to spread around. Spread your arms and spread your legs a little bit. So if you don't have that much space in your kitchen, go to another room and use a chair. It'll be fine. All right, well, we're going to start now with your hands on the counter, and we'll inhale, go up on your tiptoes, and exhale, come back down. We'll do a few calf lifts because this is so good for circulation. And I've been sitting on the couch way more than normal. So this is really good to get your circulation going again. Now if you're feeling steady and easy, bring your hands to your waist and work on balance a little bit. Inhale up, exhale down. And if you're still feeling good, you can try bringing the arms up as you go up. Exhale, the arms come down. And just move with your breath, any version that you choose. Let's get those calves really warmed up. I probably told you. They're called the second heart because they push the blood back up your body the reverse way of the heart. Let's see if we can do 2 more. If you're doing this version, if you have a focal point, it will sure help. I'm staring off into the distance. Okay, bring the arms back down. Very nice. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Reaching up and back down. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale, hands back to your heart. And this time, let them fall back onto the counter. And walk your feet away from the counter, finding downward facing dog. Press your hips back, frame your head with your upper arms, look straight down at the floor. If you can, have straight legs, but it's more important to have a straight back, a flat back. So if you need to, bend those knees, just keep your back straight. And take a few more deep breaths here. And take your time. We're going to slowly walk back up towards the counter. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms back. And let the arms fall by your side, your chin to your chest. We'll do a few neck circles. You can inhale back and then exhale forward. If it bothers your neck in any way, just do half circles. We'll do one more in this direction and then change your direction. I'll go in the opposite way. I'm going to do 2 more full circles. And one more. End up with your chin to your chest. And then on an inhale, lift your head back up to neutral. So from here, we're going to do a few shoulder rolls. Loosen up the shoulders. Get your elbows going. If you have room, you can do some big circles. Just feel your chest opening up and all that movement in the shoulders. Keep the breath flowing. Let's do one more. Great. Hands back to the counter or your table or your chair. And we're going to walk back again into another downward dog. This time, turn your head from one direction to the other. Very slowly. Use an inhale. Turn your head to the right. Exhale. Turn your head to the left. Keep your hips pressing back. Move slowly. Let's do one more each side. And when you're done, bring your head back to center, look at the floor, and slowly walk your way up again. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, back to your heart. One more time, they're going to go up and stay up. You can bring your hands together. Now you want to be sure you have room to swing. I'm going to step a little bit away from the counter. I'm going to swing the arms. So as you inhale, say we're going to swoop one arm back, and exhale, arms come up high. Exhale, the other side swoops back, and then arms go up high. So it's a twist, and a swoop, and a twist, and a swoop. Exhale, and inhale. Keep it going. Nice flowy, nice and fluid. And a few more. I always love this one. I probably do way too many. Let's do one more each side. And we'll end with the arms up. Then as you exhale, hands come down to the counter. Walk back again, press your hips way back. Maybe you're getting a little deeper into this pose now. A few nice deep breaths. And we're gonna add a twist. So take your right hand to your left leg, and you might be able to bring it, we're gonna go out to the outside of the leg. Maybe you can hold the back of the leg. It could be your thigh, it could be your calf, it doesn't matter. Just so we get a nice twist. If it doesn't wrap around, that's fine. Just hold on where you can. And then we're going to turn the head to look under that left armpit. So keep your hips pressing back. Keep that left hip even with the right. Nice deep breath, even in the twist. And remember, if it's too much, you can bend your knees. It's okay. One more breath. Now we're going to unwind, bring the right hand back to the counter or the chair, and step forward with your left foot. And we're coming into a lunge, so you might want to adjust your legs so you can find a nice lunge. Lunges feel so good when you've been sitting or not moving a lot. So adjust and make it feel really good. And remember, the key to lunges is that your knee is right over your ankle. So if your knee and leg look like this, that's not healthy. You want the ankle under the knee. So. All right, let's bring the right arm up to the sky. Relax your shoulders, reach the fingers up, nice deep breath. We're going to turn the palms forward, and as you exhale, bring that right elbow towards your waist, all the way down. And maybe you can push your palm back a little bit. Really good. Okay, now we're going to inhale back up and exhale back down. Just move with your breath. Keep your awareness on your shoulders, on the back of the shoulders, feeling the shoulder blade glide up and down very smoothly, right into the pocket. And let's do this one. Now we're going to come up and hold. Bring the other arm up. Nice deep breath. If that's not working for you, just hold on to the counter. That's okay too. And then from here, bring your hands back to the counter, straighten the front leg. You might need to walk back, just kind of take little steps, press back, because we're going to hinge forward. You don't want to hit your head on the counter. Hinge forward into pyramid pose. Nice deep breath here. And then slowly, let's come back up. Step your right foot forward. Bend your knees. Sit back. Can you lift your toes? Okay, keep your weight right like it is, and then put your toes down. Stretch the arms out. Go as deeply or as high as you need. Take your breath. And bring your hands back to the counter and step back for downward dog again. Now this time we're going to take the left hand to the, wrap it around the right leg as much as you can, anywhere that feels good. Turn your head looking under the right armpit. Press those hips back. Pull the navel in towards the spine. Find your breath. Nice. Couple more breaths. Almost done here. Now we'll unwind by bringing the left hand to the counter. Look straight down. And this time step forward with your right foot. And we're finding a lunge. So adjust so you get a nice lunge stretch. Feels good. Right hip is going to press back this time. Left arm comes up. Couple deep breaths, relaxing the shoulders down, gazes where the ceiling meets the wall. Okay, now we're ready to turn the palms towards the front, away from you, and bend the elbow, pressing the palms back if you can. Come all the way down to your waist, and then inhale, back up, exhale down. Focusing on the shoulder blades. Couple more. And let's do one more. Bring the arms up. Let the other one join if you're feeling steady and comfortable. Otherwise, you can keep your hand on the counter. And exhale, both hands to the counter. Straighten your front leg and hop back just a little bit if you need to. So you have plenty of room. Push those hips back, hinge forward over that right knee. Press the right hip back, pull your navel in. Nice deep breath. And relaxing as much as we can. About 2 more breaths. And then we'll slowly come on up. Walk forward. Let's shake that off. Very nice. Let's do a little balance. You can hold onto your counter or not. You decide. We'll do tree pose. I'm looking out my window at the trees. So I'll try to mirror a good tree for you. All right, I'm going to start with my left knee, and I am turning the heel toward my right ankle, and the knee's going out. And I'm starting with my hand at my heart. So, my hip likes to pooch out. I'm trying to push it in. So you do the same. Try to keep as straight as you can. Now, if you're feeling good here, try to lift your foot to your calf. Keep the knee opening up. Maybe the next step would be both hands at your heart. Have your focal point in the distance. Maybe your arms could be up, like a tree. Pushing my hip in again. Nice deep breath. And come in and out of this as often as you need to. Don't worry about anything. If the body's not like a tree, at least our mind can be nice and steady, no matter what's going on. It's good practice in this coronavirus atmosphere, right? Calm and steady. All right, we're about to come out of it, so if it's possible, come out gracefully. And feel free to walk it off or shake it off. I'm going to start fresh with the other side. Let's do a nice big inhale first. Inhale. And exhale. One more. And exhale. All right, same thing other side. Feel free to hold on or not. You're going to decide that. Okay, we're turning the right knee out, and the heel can rest on the ankle of the left foot. And I'm putting my left hand to my heart. Well, that's because I'm holding on with my right. You could be holding on the other way. It doesn't matter. Okay, if you're feeling good, bring the hip up. Bring the foot up to the calf. Maybe prayer hands, maybe not. See if you can bring the arms up if you like to. And everybody can be their own tree. We don't have to be the same at all, so find your breath. Couple more. You are doing great. Okay, when we come down, let's try to come out gracefully. If it doesn't happen, that's okay. And shake it off. Very good. All right, well, we are almost done. Let's do a little bit for the core before I leave you. So back to your counter, hands on the edge. Let's find the downward dog. Oh boy, you're so deep now, so warmed up, so loose. I'm sure your joints and all the large muscles in your body are thanking you. Okay, now here we go. We're going to raise the right leg behind you. And if you like, you can stay here. Or if you like, you can try to raise it way high as you can. We're trying not to tip the hips. Try to keep your hips in line. Sometimes I have to turn my toes in a little bit. That helps my hips stay in line because it's easy to get askew. Okay, now we are going to, if you choose, you can stay here. Or exhale, bring the knee in, round the back, and bring it forward like you're going to touch your forehead. It's not happening for me, but just pretend. Inhale, send it back up as high as you like. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale up. Exhale towards your forehead, round your back. Inhale, swoop that leg up. Exhale, let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Then you can bring the foot down, push way back into downward facing dog. Let's walk up. Stand up tall, swoop the arms up. Exhale back to your heart. One more like that. Hands to the counter, walk back for our last one. We're going to stretch this leg out, see how that feels. You can play around. Do you want it parallel to the floor? Do you want it higher? Whatever you like. You can hold it here, or you can do the 5 exhale, inhales with the bent knees. So here we go. Take your inhale. Exhale, bring it in, round your back. Inhale. Send it way up if you like. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. And send it back up nice and high if you want. And bring it back down. Push your hips back. And then we're going to walk up. Did a great job, everybody. Inhale the arms up. Exhale back to your heart. One more time. Exhale. Now, if you're cooking, just want to quick show you how you cook yoga style. Oops. Come with me to the other counter. Okay. Can you see I've got some food here? So if I'm trying to cook and do yoga, I have to keep my mind on my breath and be very mindful of everything that I'm doing. And then I call it yoga. So if I were doing some yoga, maybe I do a few downward dogs, and then I have to go make my cheese plate. So I would end up with the breaths, just like we did. Take my few nice breaths. I would slowly come over to the cheese and use all my senses, just like you do when you're moving. I'm gonna start with some sausage. Smells delicious. I'm using a knife. Oh, the other thing you can add is gratitude and appreciation. Those scientifically have been shown to do so much good for the nervous system, the cells, the brain. Anytime you can throw in gratitude and appreciation, go ahead. So I'm grateful for this cute little cheese knife. I don't know where it came from, but I love it. So I'm appreciating that. And this meat, I'm gonna notice the feel of the serrated knife against the meat. This meat is for my husband. I don't eat meat as much as, well, I try not. Sometimes I do actually, but I try not to too much because it doesn't make me happy, but it makes him very happy. So if he's happy, I'm happy. So I'll cut him some some sausage. This is a surprise cheese plate for him because he's been working so hard today. He's a professor and it's the end of the semester. Okay, so normally I wouldn't be talking, I would be focused 100% on the sausage, but now I get to tell you about this cheese. It is from Harry and David, and it's got some onion in it, and it's delicious smelling. So I'm appreciating it. I'm smelling it. I feel how smooth the knife cuts through it as opposed to the meat. Oh my goodness, I love this. And then I am noticing the lovely, it's plain, but it's lovely white coat. Put it on. So you get the idea. I just wish you were here to enjoy this with me. You finish up whatever you're doing, you're cooking, you take a break, you might take a few breaths, and go back and squeeze in another yoga pose. Namaste, everybody. Take care.